Hello. Today is December the 16th, 2014. My name is Kent Philpott, and I'm replying to an article written by the Associated Press. It's in our local newspaper. And the title of it is Appeals Court to Reconsider Anti-Muslim Film on YouTube. So I couldn't help myself. I just had to weigh in on this a little bit. I've been studying Islam for a number of years and have written on it to some degree, and now working up to beginning of a book that I'm going to be titling If Allah Wills. And I have a number of people raised as Muslims that are helping me with this, and I've got about another month worth of research to do, and I'll be ready to go. And what the article was talking about was that there was a group of Muslims that filed suit against the makers of a YouTube because they referred to Muhammad as a child molester. And of course they were referring to the marriage to Aisha, Muhammad's favorite wife. They were betrothed when she was 6 years old. She was actually the daughter of a friend of his, of Muhammad's. And at 9, Muhammad took her to his home and consummated the marriage. Well, what I found in my research is that, in fact, this was not an uncommon practice. And in the early days, this was not an embarrassment to Muslims. And it was included in the Quran and in the Hadith simply because this is what happened. It was part of a practice. So it would be hard to accuse Muhammad to be a child molester. But what I really want to say on this is it demonstrates to me the weakness of Islam and the defensive character of Islam to react so strenuously. One of the actors in the little film that appeared on YouTube received death threats. There were violence in various parts of the world due to this YouTube, and now it's the appeasement process that a lot of times American courts go through, thinking that by appeasing Islam, that will make it okay, much like the appeasement that Britain extended to Nazi Germany. That was a prelude to World War II. Even President Obama tried to get Google to withdraw the YouTube. Anyway, you can understand that taking place. But it doesn't work with Islam, and probably we should wake up to that reality at some point or another, that there is no appeasing. But as I said, it points up the weakness of Islam, that they should get so upset. Christians don't make death threats and so on when we are referred to as polytheists, that the virgin birth is constructed in such a way that it is laughable, and that the deity of Christ is scorned. We don't get upset about that. But here is this issue where, once again, it appears to me that Islam displays its weak side, its highly defensive side, which is evident in many areas. And when I come out with my book, maybe in about 6 months from now, I'll be able to detail more than that. I am drawn to these kind of studies because my view is that Muslim people raised in a culture that is predominantly Muslim are pretty much forced into adhering to it. It's really difficult to leave. Conversion to Christianity is something that it's something we agree to, we understand. You can't join Christianity, really, you are joined to it. But in Islam, you just can't get away from it. The greatest enemy in Islam is the apostate, the Muslim who turns away from it. And so this is what I want to focus on, and I have a sense of feeling bad for people who can't even express doubt, can't express disagreement with, or even really genuinely, honestly question some of the origins of the Quran, the whole history of Islam, and its doctrines that can't even be doubted or questioned. And this particular issue, and I think it will be treated fairly in the appellate court, and that kind of an appeasement and censorship will not be allowed to stand. At any rate, thank you for listening to the YouTube.